Hi, I'm Joseph Axel. In this episode of Cycling the Sonoran, let's get water. Speaking of water, I'll locate myself on a water planet, Earth, but more specifically on the North American tectonic plate within the Constitutional Republic of the United States of America in the 48th state of Arizona, founded in 1912, which is the same year that the Oreo cookie was introduced. I am more specifically in the Sonoran Desert of the metropolitan Phoenix Valley. Phoenix is currently the fifth most populated city in the United States. I'm circling where I live, which is a rented condominium in Scottsdale, Arizona. And this line I'm drawing south represents the Greenbelt, which is a bicycle and pedestrian path stretching 11 miles all the way down to Tempetown Lake. Cycling southeast into Mesa is possible, but it's not super easy because of the volume of traffic and the number of intersections one has to cross. The Salt River Pima community to the east is beautiful and peaceful agricultural land with a lot of wildlife. And to the west is Paradise Valley and Phoenix, which both have a lot of traffic and intersections, but a lot of shopping and great restaurants. And Camelback Mountain is in this direction. Up north is a Costco that I ride my bike to and a sushi place. And in general, I just like to get out and about and ride my bicycle. Here's a closer look at the Indian Bend Wash Greenbelt. It's only 100 yards or more wide in some places, but it's 11 miles long. It's a stretch of land which has a series of parks, golf courses, frisbee golf courses, a few bars and restaurants, and some wildlife. It's a flood management system because we do get monsoons in the valley. Development on the Greenbelt began in the 1970s and was finished in 1985. Today's mission is to fill up a 5-gallon jug of water. It's a 9-mile round trip, and I'm going to be riding my bicycle and taking my bike trailer. The bike is a Trek 730, which was made in the early to mid-1990s, and I bought it used in 2010. The bike trailer is a Schwinn Prescott, and I bought it new in 2022. It has an 80-pound load capacity. And since 5 gallons of water weigh roughly 42 pounds, we're good to go. Here's what the water will look like in the trailer on the way home, nicely tucked in and seatbelted. I do not have an electric bike. My propulsion system consists of my legs, feet, pedals, and chain. My fuel sources include water. I drink a lot of water throughout the day. I eat eggs most days. Broccoli is probably my favorite green vegetable. I also like beans, lentils, and split peas, usually stewed in a pressure cooker. One of my favorite meals consists of mixed fruit, yogurt, nuts, and seeds with honey drizzled on top, and here's my current stash of honey. So why don't I drive to get water? Primarily, it's to incorporate exercise for health and well-being into my daily routine, and specifically for today's mission, to complete a task of getting water. I consider biking for water as a way of thinking and doing differently. There's also an economic reason. 5 gallons of water will cost me $2.50, but if I drive, there's a fuel cost, which can almost double the cost of the water. Plus, to alleviate a psychologically unpleasant or negative aspect of driving, I could avoid getting stopped at red lights.
So the first thing that I'm seeing right here is traffic, which is why I'm on my bicycle, like to get away from it.
Currently, I am heading west and am riding in the alley behind a supermarket and some restaurants. I will cut through a golf course, go under Hayden Road through an underpass, momentarily follow the Arizona Canal, pass over a bridge on the canal, go through a neighborhood, and into Chaparral Park. Leaving this parking lot area, I'm going to take this little oxbow path into the golf course, as you can see in front of me. I usually anticipate that golfers do not see me, so I look out for flying golf balls in my direction, especially since there's a putting green and a hole to the left of me next to the path. I'm going to go under Hayden Road, and looking west is the golf course. I'm going to do a U-turn and go back under Hayden and head east so that I could take one of the bridges over the Arizona Canal. Pedestrian and bicycling underpasses like the one I just went through are crucial civil engineering structures which support a healthy, sustainable lifestyle, such as being able to ride a bicycle instead of driving to get water. The golf course is on the left or north side of me, and to the right or the south is the canal. I'm actually in Scottsdale Nature Area, traveling east, but will cross the canal to head south. The canal was originally constructed by the Hohokam people more than 1,000 years ago to irrigate their agriculture and to sustain their lives in general. Here's the bridge. This view looks west, and this view looks east. Last year, I was super excited to see a bobcat right in the same area. I just crossed the bridge and am headed south. I am in the Hayden Estates neighborhood and will pass an elementary and a high school and then go under McDonald Road through a tunnel and I'll ride through Chaparral Park. As I go through the parking lot, let's stop and take a look at Camelback Mountain to the west. Here's the hump of the dromedary, or one-humped camel, and here's the head. I will cut through the parking lot of this school on my way to the park. It is springtime in the valley, and the Palo Verde trees are in bloom, and the tree across the street on the corner is one that is in bloom. And here's a full picture of that tree. It is a brilliant shade, pun intended, of yellow. Hayden is right in front of me and all the traffic, and the golf course is on the other side of the street. Seeing all of the traffic to the right of me makes me thankful that I could ride my bike. I am approaching the intersection of Hayden and McDonald Road, and instead of having to cross the street to get into the park, I could take the tunnel under the road. So let's do that. I am at the northernmost point of Chaparral Park, which is maybe a half a mile long. To the left of me is a dog park, which has specific areas for big dogs and smaller or passive dogs. I'm headed east momentarily. To the right of me is a series of baseball and softball fields, and I'm entering the mesquite bosque or mesquite forest. Here, the path bifurcates and separates the soccer fields into two semicircles. When I venture left, I have to ride slower and watch out for more people walking, running, and standing right by the path. So with a bike trailer today, I'm going to go through the parking lot and into the southern portion of Chaparral Park. Here's what it looks like just on the other side of the park. The park system is a refuge and a habitat for a variety of bird species, which include ducks and geese. I am approaching the corner of Chaparral and Hayden, which thankfully now has a tunnel under Chaparral on this side, the east side of Hayden, which I will show you in a minute. However, this segment of the video is a plea to city officials to construct other tunnels, underpasses, and or bridges for pedestrians and bicyclists to use to avoid traffic and to obviate the risk of injury associated with trying to cross an intersection with traffic. Although I have the right-of-way, as my walk sign has time left for me to cross, the driver is only paying attention to the traffic traveling north so that he or she can turn right and also go up north on Hayden. I still have 5 seconds left to cross, but the driver is not looking. So someone like me really needs to pay attention when crossing a street like this. This is me crossing the street before the tunnel was finished in early 2025. And here I am riding through this brand new tunnel. It is so convenient and much safer than trying to cross a street thanks to the city of Scottsdale. This intersection now has 3 tunnels. One I just went through. Another also going north and south on the west side of Hayden under Chaparral. And there's a tunnel going under Hayden east and west on this south side of Chaparral. I am now in Camelback Park, which is on the northeast corner of Hayden and Camelback Road. Just east of Hayden, I need to use a crosswalk at Camelback Road, which has no traffic signal. Although the traffic is relatively slower and many motorists yield to pedestrians, be sure to look left and right at this crosswalk because traffic doesn't always stop for pedestrians, as pedestrians have a yield sign. Here is this pedestrian crosswalk at Camelback Road. And now I'm crossing Camelback Road and entering Indian School Park. On the left of me are baseball fields and an athletic center, and I will be riding next to Hayden, as can be seen to the right or west of me. After I travel through the park and before I reach Indian School Road, I will cross under Hayden through a tunnel, then momentarily go north, and then west through the neighborhood. After going through the tunnel, I will head west to the Indian Plaza shopping area. Since we're headed into the downtown or Old Town Scottsdale area, here's some dance music. And here I'm just twisting these so they're tight. Bam. There it is. I am at the northeast corner of Camelback and Scottsdale Road, and I am turning right to head north to take the Arizona Canal back home. And here we are, right back where we started. Thanks for riding with me.